I'm Joe Barrington. It's the last event of the season here at the World Tour Finals, and what's very, very unique about this one is we've got a brand new glass floor. So let's have a look. The last time I played on a glass floor was back in 2007 at the World Championships in Bermuda. I can tell you now, it's come a long, long way since then. The panels here, they're fixed panels with silicone in between. Beveling on the top is like microdots that have a very mild grippiness to them, which is not over the top. So when I played in 2007, it was a lot more raised than this, and it was a lot grippier. It's too grippy really for the players. We ended up having real issues with ripping through our shoes, doing a lot of damage to the squash rackets. It was a bit too grippy. So this has actually been trialled over a good number of years, and it's perfect environment for players moving and not having their movement hindered. We've seen players already like Paul Cole dive twice last night, and he came up absolutely fine, no scrapes or anything. When the sweat hits this, of course it doesn't absorb into the glass like it would do with the wooden courts, but because of the way the glass is, the temperature, as I'm putting my hand on this, is a lot warmer than when it's a wooden floor. So what's happening is the sweat is actually evaporating quite quickly. We're not seeing as many court wipings coming on at all, which is fantastic. And you can see through here the colouring of the lines. This is all done through LED, which is terrific. So they've used this technology in indoor sports arenas where they can make the lines for whatever sport they're playing in, rather than having an indoor sports hall with millions of lines everywhere that's very confusing, which a lot of us have experienced before. So they can turn the lines on to what sport, whether it's basketball, handball, whatever those indoor sports are. So that's also very, very unique. The players, more importantly, after speaking to them after playing yesterday, have all said that they're really happy with the consistency of the bounce on this. Really, really terrifically consistent bounce. And because of the grippiness on the floor with those raised bevels, it's catching the ball slightly, and the ball's coming up a little bit more. So it is actually slowing the bounce down. Now, when you're going short, you really do see this. The short balls that are going on, and it's warm here in Cairo, as you know, it's over 30 degrees. It's staying really, really short, but you're also seeing a lot of exaggerated spin. So players that like to top spin, you're seeing the ball deviate off the floor more, which is exciting. I think that's really cool. And also the other way, with the cut, which is the primary spin that's used in squash, it's kind of like an off spin in cricket. When it hits the floor, it really grips and deviates. And I really like that because it enhances the attacking side of the game and rewards players for taking the ball in short and looking to try and take the game on, which is what we want. As we look down to what we know as the nick between the floor and the sidewall, there's a bit of a kind of silicone beading that's going through, which making it a little bit flusher. That would give you a cleaner nick shot. You wouldn't get the bounce that can pop up. It would actually hit there and go very, very flat and dead, which I like as well. Consistency of that. It looks exciting on TV, getting that dead nick going. So underneath the glass floor, you would be thinking, goodness me, this is very, very hard. Now actually the springing system is aluminium springs, and there's a lot more springs than what you'd have with the Yonkers Beach or the wooden floors that we know, which are synonymous with squash. And it's actually creating a nice cushioned impact for the players. They're not having any issues with that side of it with the glass as well. So all these areas are being tremendously taken care of. The one thing I would say, moving forward, is the coloration here for me is not dark enough. There needs to be a consistent coloration. It's meant to be a black floor. It's not quite there. It's more of a kind of dark grey. It can look a bit dark grey, browny on the TV. So more of a fresh black colour would be appropriate. And also the lines. So you can see here we've got white lines with the white lit LEDs. You can get any colour LEDs, and I feel that these should be blue to match the blue lines on the outer court and obviously the blue tint on this terrific core. But what we have is a wonderful bit of innovation. It's enhanced by making everything look more like a hologram, a fresh look on the court. The players love playing on it. There's a great consistency with that. And moving forward, this is what we want. So it's the perfect scenario, and I'm really, really excited about the future of the glass floor here on the glass court.